I think everyone is happy when we have communication, huh? Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Today is very important day for me, August 27. I was born August 27, 1963. And my message today is being grateful to be born. To be born is not just once, we need to be born every time in our life. But the firstborn is when I was born from the womb of my mom. That my mom suffered so much. Did you experience that, all moms? Huh? I have pain, but not the one that others experience. Because the birth of my daughter is artificial birth, like with surgery. So that's the pain. But C-section, that's my husband is correcting me. Then I just want to focus on this praise that Mother shared in her memoir. Every one of us needs to feel deeply grateful for being born. There is not one person whose birth is meaningless. Moreover, no person's life is his or hers alone. Heaven, earth, and all things in the universe interconnect through lines of latitude and longitude. Peace means that all the energies in the entire world, in the entire universe, are in harmony. Therefore, no one should be belittle in his or her life. We should deeply realize that everyone is a precious being born to the sacred workings of the universe. I highlighted those words in this praise of True Mother and Mother's Memoir. I want to tell you first my story. Yeah? Do you want to listen Gloria's story first? I was born in the middle of the field, like in a farm, without nurse, without doctor when I was born, by my mom. Who experienced that? Huh? I think we are in the modern world, that you need to have surgery or go to hospital to induce your suffering as a mom. But at the year 1963, we are living in a small town. My, I was born in the house of my grandmother, my mother's mother. That is our tribe tradition in my family, that if you are a firstborn child, you need to be delivered in the house of your grandmother, the first child. So I was born there, surrounded by my grandfather, grandmother, and my mom, and her one elder sister. So that's my birth. So I grew up there, and not grow up, but I was born in that environment with my grandmother. And my grandmother was a Catholic believer, and she practices prayer every morning and every night. That's my mom, grandmother. So I watch that when I'm growing up. I grow up like a happy-go-lucky person. Always I'm happy. Even I am spanked by my mom or my dad, I don't feel like remorse towards my parents. After that, and I will make mistake again. Not mistake that big mistake, but we are small kids. We are naughty. So I don't feel resentful to my mom and dad when they are doing that to me because I am a kid. I'm curious for many things. And I just want to be free, looking because I grew up in an environment without television, without electricity when I was little. Now we are free for many things, especially our young ones. You can wake up with electricity, you can shower, easy. Very comfortable in this country that I came. I already live in 3 countries, Korea, Japan, in America. 3 developed nations. So comfortable life. Then I'm thinking and reflecting today, my birthday. what I have done for 60 years in my life of faith. As Unificationist, I'm 40 years being Unification Church member. I joined 1984, July. So I'm almost 40 years. But I claimed my spiritual birthday on December 1st, 1983. That was my first pledge. I don't like to read the pledge. Before our pledge is so strong. My pledge, just individual. I pledge to God. This kind of pledge. I said, it's too strong for me to pledge to God that I will follow and fulfill His will. So I don't do that pledge immediately. I said, let me have condition before I say the pledge. So it was the year 84, I'm sorry. I just want to share my life, not maybe perfect sharing, but as you can see, I am a happy person in the church. And now I am a pastor, and people will ask me, how do you feel being a pastor? Oh, it's happy feeling in other aspect. You can feel also loneliness in many time, me as a pastor. But being lonely in a moment, I am just reflecting how the God feels. Because I volunteer to be a pastor. It means I need to have commitment. Not just in a moment that I feel comfortable being a pastor, like you unite with me, you follow me obediently. That is happiness, don't you think so? But in my heart, it is not really that kind of thing that I should feel. In the moment that something is not going to my own will. That is the moment that I'm asking myself, is this the will of God to do it? Especially when I see brothers and sisters struggles on doing it. So I'm just reflecting, is it really being a pastor? That kind of feeling. So many things I'm reflecting in my life because I'm already 60. How about everybody? How do you feel when you were 60 years old? What do you feel? What's your feeling at that year? The same me now. And those who are not yet 60, think about, what I need to do now before I become 60. We need to think the past, the present, and the future. When we are celebrating birthdays, we need to think what I have done before, what I am doing now, and what will be the result of what I am doing now for the future. This is connected, past, present, and future. That what we can see now, what it will be in the future. Like this praise of True Mother. I want to connect on that. Though I am grateful being born here on earth, being member of the Family Federation for World Peace, my other rebirth is being in the movement, Family Federation for World Peace. Not just being born as Gloria Laurent. My original name is Gloria Tejada before I got married. So my original name was Gloria Tejada. That's my name, legal name, when I was born, because I was registered in that name. Everybody has registration, huh? When everybody is legal citizen in the world, because we have our identity. We call it identity. So my identity when I was single was Gloria Tejada. But when I got married, it's become Gloria Tejada Laurent. So change, only name change, Laurent. So I am just reflecting. I am 60 years old today. I'm not saying I am proud of my birthday, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be born and reaching this age of 60. So that is the praise that touches me, and this praise that True Mother shared in her memoir. Because every one of us needs to feel deeply grateful for being born. But how about in time of struggles in life? Financial difficulty, health difficulty, relationship difficulty. How we cope up in that very moment. Are we still grateful being born? That is another question. That's why Mother said, deeply, feel deeply grateful for being born. So it doesn't mean that I need to be grateful in a very comfortable situation. But I need to feel gratefulness in any situation deep in my heart. Because sometimes people believe they are blessed because they are rich, they are comfortable in life. You know, some people know struggle in relationship. Some people has good income in the family. They have good children. They have good health. They are contented on that. But how they feel the gratefulness being born. When I experience this gratefulness and experiencing like good food, very good environment, I feel so much guilty in me. You know why? I always thank God. I always think through parents when I was given a very fortunate situation in my life. I am always thinking how I can repay God. I was in Japanese gathering the other week. Beautiful place, beautiful food, beautiful people. When I reflected sitting there with my good brothers and sisters, I'm just thinking, I'm very thankful to God. I met brothers and sisters like that and experienced that environment. But I'm just reflecting how I can repay God in this luxurious life I have. How I can say thank you to God. That's my honest feelings last week when I'm sitting with brothers and sisters. I went there forcefully even I'm not Japanese. I said, I will go there even I'm not invited. I said that. Yeah, I said that to Tumoko. I will go there even I'm not invited. And then when I'm sitting there, I feel, oh, I am so blessed by God. With good food, good brothers and sisters, I am in peace. But I said, oh, I need to repay God. I am in this Ohio State. How I can move on higher than this? That's what challenged me last Saturday. How can I move on to make me more fruitful, as individual when I'm sitting there, eating beautiful food. So in my position as a state leader, maybe we'll say, oh, you emphasize your position. No. I'm just reflecting, being a state leader, how can I repay God to the blessing that He is giving to me, experiencing this good treatment, good brothers and sisters. I want to give something to God back. That was my reflection last Saturday when I'm sitting with brothers and sisters in Yokoso Center. And then today is my birthday. And yesterday I organized a prayer, or supposed to be a blessing. But we have so much struggle to face. Our kitchen is not fixed. So in my heart, I don't have so much confidence yesterday. But I said it, that I will do it, so I did it, even we are small in number. And then we have 3 guests that came. We shared a video about the blessing. And then 2 of them were inspired. We shared what is the value of our marriage in a natural way. So I just want to do what I said. I need to do it. Even no matter or what situation it is, I need to do it. I inherit that kind of decision making from true father and true mother. When true father said he wants to do it, true father do it, no matter what the situation is. So that is in my mind since I joined our movement. So that is another change of my personality. That if father said, I need to do it, as father had said. So that's why being born as a Filipino, we have different culture as Filipino, as others, we have different culture. But we are living now in a culture of interracial, intercultural, and traditions is different. But I think our training are all the same. Do you agree on that? We are trained with one parent, and we call that parent our 2 parents, and that is Father and Mother Moon. The unfortunate thing is that we always say true parents, but the question is how I believe, why I called Father and Mother Moon as true parents. That is the question in me. I don't know others, but I just want to say that to all of you, because my rebirth of my faith and my lifestyle is from parents, and that is who we called our 2 parents, Father and Mother Moon. I can say that to all of you because you are all family members here. I don't know if we have guests today, but even we have guests, I'm willing to share why I called Father and Mother Moon as two parents. Of course, my faith is not suddenly I believe Father and Mother Moon. It develops. Like when I'm growing, since I was born, I'm not small now. I'm a little bit 5 foot now. But when I was little, maybe 21 centimeters or 21 inches. But I'm growing. I think it is the same in our faith. When I was high school, I don't even know two parents. I only know my father and my mom. That in a family, there should be father and mom. But in our society now, we cannot see that. Unfortunately, father and mom has no choice sometimes. But because we are trained by Father and Mother Moon, we are trying to overcome and understand why these things is happening without any judgment to anybody. But this is happening because the family was destroyed. When Father, Heavenly Parent, gave birth to Adam and Eve, that's the problem. Although first time the God, our God, the Heavenly Parent, was so happy when He created Adam and Eve. Happy. I don't know if they were really born from the womb of mother for our heavenly parents, because it is supposed to be logical or can be proven, but I just believe without knowing it. That is faith. We believe without seeing anything, and that is faith. That's why at this age, we are in the spirit and truth. We cannot say anything without experiencing it. That God exists and true parents is true parents without experiencing it. So I'm just grateful being reborn as member of the Family Federation movement because our organization was also reborn from Unification Family, and now we are Family Federation. So there is something development there. And then I just share one part. I am grateful being born as Unification Church or Family Federation member. And the other thing, no, go back there. I'm not done yet in that part. The first part in the True Mother's speech or message is being born and being grateful. So I shared with you why I'm grateful. Because I was able to know who is God, I was able to know our two parents, and I was able to know how to be grateful why I was born. And the second part, there is not one person whose birth is meaningless. It means everybody, there is purpose why we are born on earth. And that is what we call the purpose of life or the purpose of creation. Are we clear what is our purpose? Can you share with me what is our purpose, why we were born on earth? I want to hear from the young ones, younger than me. Who wants to share with me? What is the purpose why we are being born? 1, 2, 3. Sister Aisha, what do you think? What is the purpose why we are being born? As a lady, as a woman, or as a mom, what is your purpose being born? To glorify God. Thank you. May I have another answer? Maybe older than me. Mrs. Margaret Kim. God said, you. What is the purpose of you being born on earth? Thank you. So that Mrs. Kim said, her purpose is to be happy, to be God's happy, and to be happy, everybody. That's general. I will answer that in the last part. That's it. And sister said he wants to be happy, huh? To praise God, to make God happy. Your answer. I want one more answer. from the youngest one here. Who is the youngest one here? Who wants to answer? Raise your hands. Younger than Mrs. Kim or younger than Sister Aisha? Huh? Oh, my brother Steve, my brother. Thank you so much. That's absolutely true. Giving joy to our parents that give us birth. But this is my next question. Who gave us birth first? Huh? Who gave us first birth on earth? God. God is our first parents, and who is the second parent of all of us? Who? Jesus? Jesus become parents of us? Huh? Do you believe that Jesus is our parent? Who believe that Jesus is our parent? Raise your hands. Do you believe that Jesus is our parents? Yeah, okay. Nobody answer. So who is our second parents? Mother Nature. That's supposed to be our first parents because we were created from Mother Nature, from the soil. Huh? Our physical parents, that's correct. Thank you. Who is our next parents? Our parents is our two parents that give us a spiritual birth. Please, those questions are very important in our life of faith. Dr. Young always asks that in the morning devotion. Do you miss Dr. Young morning devotion? Yes. I just want to share something. Dr. Young is doing well in Korea. His membership 40 and now becoming 350 in Sunday service. So morning devotion and Hondoke works a lot. So now, let's go back to my topic. The purpose for being born. Thank you so much for your participation. All of us, I think we can agree that we need to give joy to our parent. And our parent originally is our God, the one who gave us life in our body. That's why we are existing here on earth. And someone said we came from Mother Nature. Of course, that's true. We came from the dust is on the soil, natural mother. That's why other religions believe that nature is pure. Yeah, so thank you so much for your participation. But we need to always remember that our purpose is to give glory to God, our parent. But before God can be happy, we need to be happy also in our life of faith, being born. So that's why we need to be grateful, being born on earth. And then being grateful, God will be happy, and we will fulfill the purpose why God created us. That is the second thing. And moreover, no person's life is his or hers alone. I want to connect this to the law of give and take action. The principle of God's creation is from man and woman. Imagine different gender, male and female. And then the creation of God like animal, and then plants, many things, basic principle that we believe. So this both gender should live for the sake of one another. And that is, we can base that in the principle of give and take. Give and receive, and then give and receive. Both. It cannot be done by one person alone. It cannot be done by one, negative or positive, together. Positive and negative should be together to have life, give another generation to come, like man and woman. You need to create family to create another generation. Even animal, male and female, to exist and to continue. Even our plants, they propagate. So it means it's not just one. It needs to follow the law of give and take. And that is no person's life is his or hers alone. This true mother speech is for human being. His or hers alone. but we can analyze it in all the creation of God. This True Mother speech very short, but very substantial if we can reflect deeply, word by word. Maybe my sharing today is not enough in this praise of True Mother, so I would like to encourage everyone to read word for word or lines through lines to understand what our True Mother is giving us. This is very short, but very deep for me. And then in this part, no person's life is his or hers alone. Do you agree on that? What our true parents are saying us, living for the sake of others. Our movement is not just living to propagate our membership, but our movement is propagating to share love to the world. That's why true parents' words for us, living for the sake of others, that is our main principle and motto in the Family Federation for World Peace. If we are experiencing goodness as a blessed central families, we can share it by giving blessing to our community. That's why we are doing the HTM, Heavenly Tribal Messiah. That is one thing that our two parents wanted us to share. Absolutely. Through our blessing, we need to share the benefit of being blessed family, centering upon true parents. And also, we have many services that we are doing, not even thinking our own benefits as a movement. So those are words that we need to remember, that our life is very valuable. No person's life is his or hers alone. Remember that. So to become single is not what heavenly parents wanted us to do, but to be double and double and double. So let's remember the law of give and take action and living for the sake of others, what our two parents have shared to us. In the words of mother, no person's life is his or hers alone. And I will continue. Heaven, earth, and all things in the universe interconnect through lines of latitude and longitude. Heaven and earth and all things. It's very deep for me, but I cannot share more. Maybe that's just my limitation. I need to reflect more on it. And then this is the words that Mrs. Kim said in my own analogy. Peace means that all the energies in the entire world and in the entire universe are in harmony. Mrs. Kim mentioned that her purpose is to be happy. Then God can be happy and the world can be happy. I want to ask every one of you, some of us will say, I am in peace because I am with God. Who said that to yourself? Okay, thank you, Wayne. But I want to ask all of you, are you really in peace? Deeply. As you can see, the world is in chaos. The struggles even in Columbus, drugs, juvenile delinquency, human trafficking. Most of us can say, I am in peace with God. But as the sons and daughters of heavenly parents, can we say that to ourselves? No. We are worried. But why we are going to say we are in peace? Because, as I said, we need to reflect the purpose why we are being born, the past, the present, and what will be the future. We are trained and educated as a responsible individual, that we are the partner of heavenly parents to fulfill his ideal will on earth. And then God's ultimate purpose is to create Jun El Guk on earth, or ideal world, based on blessed central families or ideal men and women. And that's us who understand that purpose. So, being in peace is not just like me or my family itself. Because we are living in this global world. Not just you as citizen, but we are all interconnected. So that's why peace means that all the energies, not just one energy, one family energy, but all energies in the entire world and in the entire universe are in harmony. Although we have a saying, peace starts with me, and that is true. No violation in that kind of praise. Because that is based also in the principle of creation. That from individual, it goes to family, world. So if each individual can have the peace, it can spread all throughout. From individual, family, and the world. It's basic principle. But we cannot say, I am in peace with God. How is it possible, my brothers and sisters? Some of us are very tense in going out to witness and share that the divine principle is on earth. Our two parents is on earth. And some of us are worried for our future generation to come. If we are worried, let's do something at present to value and think the purpose why we are born and why we are connected in the family of our two parents and the movement of the Family Federation for World Peace. That is our responsibility. I will not say responsibility, but when we were blessed and pledged to God that we will spread to the world that tradition of a heavenly family in front of God and through parents. Can you raise your hands who promised that? 30,000 couples. We just celebrated our 31 years anniversary last Friday. And our elder brothers and sisters, just July 1st, you did your 41 years blessed family. Every pledge, every commitment of us is the same. We are going to multiply the heavenly kingdom on earth. That's our pledge to heavenly parents. So I just want to remember because our blessing is our rebirth also as a new woman and man. Huh? Do you remember our pledge? When we say yes, yes, yes. Yesterday, I reviewed that again when I showed the blessing video to our small gathering yesterday. So very deep for me. So that is another rebirth for me as individual, as a married woman, pledging to God that we will multiply the tradition of heavenly parent community. So that is the peace that True Mother is trying to emphasize. It's not just simple peace for us, but this is all community, everybody, collective, I can say. And then the other one, therefore no one should belittle his or her life. What is that all about? In my own opinion, Mother is saying no judgment in that point, okay? Even we are living in a simple life, our education is not so high, even my English is not so bright or good, but no judgment, okay? And sometimes we forgot that part. I just want to emphasize, therefore no one should belittle his or her life. Not just from other people, but within ourselves. Remember, who created us? Divine God. So we don't have the ownership of ourselves. So it means we cannot say, I am a bad person and a weak person. I am not good. I can't do it. You know, remember, our origin is our God, our heavenly parents who is divine and holy. So to say something to our own personal self, let's not exercise that we are weak, we are bad. I hope we can remember that we should not judge ourselves as individual, because that our body is the temple of our heavenly God. And the creator of this body is not me, but my heavenly divine parent, our heavenly parent. So we need also to encourage lifting one another. If they are in trouble, let's encourage one another. Not just saying, oh, you are dumb. No? I heard that many times. Oh, God. I don't like to say that words. But remember, every one of us were designed by God to have a purpose, That's why we were born here on earth in a different level, in a different time. So encourage one another. And then we should not judge one another, but we need to consider that all of us are from the womb of our heavenly parent. So that's the other thing. And then the last part, we should deeply realize that everyone is a precious being born to the sacred working of the universe. Precious, very important word for us. I think when we are educating our kids also, we always say, you are precious from the birth, very precious. And then we can also say and think, even we struggle to someone, let's think he is precious in the eyes of God and through parents. I have experienced that when I had a central figure that removed me immediately without telling me anything. I want to fight back with him. But you know what encouraged me not to fight back? Is the word of God and through parents. That he is my brother, he is my sister, that I should not eliminate him from my own mind and heart. Because we are one family. That's encouraged me not to judge him, not to accuse him, or not to fight back to him. Because he is also the Son of God, and he is my brother. That's encouraged me. So let's think in the moment that we struggle to someone. Let's not say, oh, he is so bad to me. Let's not forget that we have the same position as sons and daughters of God. That is the preciousness why God created us to be born here on earth. And then we have no exemption. We need to learn the value of each and everybody. We need to learn the importance of each and every one of us. And we need to understand the purpose why we are here all together in one place with one God and with one true parents and with one community as Family Federation for World Peace. That is the preciousness why we were born is very important, that we can think each and everyone's value, importance, and purpose of being born. And then the last one, born through the sacred workings of the universe. As I mentioned, the origin and the creator of all of us is very holy. Very holy. That's why in the last words, born through the sacred workings of the heavenly universe. Let's remember that we are born from the holiness of heavenly parents' holy hands. That's why he created us. Not only us as human beings, but all the universe, the creation. So we are created, all of us same value, that we created from the divine holiness of God's hands. Us as the central point, as man and woman, and also the creation. The creation is going to follow us. And we can manage the creation because we understand who we are and our value and the purpose why God created us, that we are the holy children of God. So I think that's my basic morning devotion or morning service message today. I have some Bible verses that will go on it. Thank you so much for listening. And these are the Bible verse that before we were born, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. God knows us. Before you were born, I set you apart. So there is a setting for all of us, what we need to do on earth. And then again, to be grateful to God, give thanks to him and praise him, his name. For the Lord is good and his love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations. So whatever happened, my brothers and sisters, always remember why we are born, the purpose of it, and why we need to be grateful. And also, we need to remember the law of give and take action and living for the sake of others, and what is peace all about. And let's live without judgment, but lifting one another, encourage one another, and remember that the value of everybody is important. And let's make others very important to ourselves too. Not just us only important, but our brothers and sisters are important too. And then remember that we have the same purpose, that we are serving God in the same purpose to make us happy, to make God happy, and to make the world a happy world. And that is building Chun Il Gok on earth. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters, and have a blessed week.